feel that we have to do it this way in order to bring the evil out into the open.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., a beloved civil rights leader, remembered for his mark on history. Today, communities across Central Texas are gathering in honor of the late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Tonight, we have team coverage across Central Texas. We begin with Paige Ellenberger in Bell County, where activists are taking this time to look back and reflect on the year we've all endured. Paige?
Honoring Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. looked a little bit different this year, from motorcades to socially distant rallies. But one thing stayed the same: the passion for fighting for justice and peace right here in our community. Benny Walsh, president of the Temple chapter of the NAACP, remembers mirroring Dr. King's actions and marching with his supporters over 60 years ago. Fast forward to today, even a pandemic couldn't stop him from celebrating his legacy.
It is too important not to recognize Dr. King's dream. And his dream was for us to become unified and to love one another. So we have to do this.
Many of us watched the death of George Floyd on our TV screens, and most recently the killing of Patrick Warren by a Killeen police officer. These events are just a few that many say make this year more important for remembering the civil rights pioneer.
With everything going on and everyone having an increased awareness, there also needs to be an increased awareness as to, what Martin Luther King stood for.
It's also a reason why Ronnie Russell, the founder and president of the Innovation Black Chamber of Commerce in Killeen, believes the fight for equality is far from over.
In a community that is as diverse as Bell County, we have to look at the things we have in common.
Russell says it's those differences, the ones Dr. King fought for, that can unite us as one.
Although we look different, we all want the same thing, which is opportunity.
And while 2020 took a toll on a lot of us, Benny Walsh calls on our community, hoping for a change this year.
We have to change this thing. We've been fighting it for too long. All we want to do is try to come together and have equal rights for everybody, not just black, everybody.
He says once we can recognize that we're all one people, we'll start seeing change in our nation. Reporting in Temple, Paige Ellenberger, 25 News.